Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your host, Adrian Jackson. We're in the studio for another great episode for you, and you already know who I got with me, Mr. D Jack right here.
D Jack 13. Let's do it again. Count on me.
Exactly. Lucky 13's in the house, fellas, so you know it's about to be a great night.
That.
And I got some very special guests in the house with me tonight. The people that actually made me who I am today. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. My lovely parents, Mr. and Mrs. Don and Vanjie Jackson. Parents, how we doing today?
Great.
Doing good, man. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. We're doing amazing.
Chilling. Like always.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this? Y'all look a little nervous.
Just a little bit nervous.
Nah, ain't nothing to be scared about, man. This ain't for no grade. You ain't getting paid for this. If anything, y'all probably paying us for this. So, we can let's jump right into it. The reason I brought you guys in the house tonight is because I know you guys been married for a very long time. Very, very long time. You guys have been through a lot of trials, tribulations. You guys have grown. You guys are continuing to grow and getting a lot better, definitely with your marriage and everything like that. And that brings me back to one Napoleon Hill's great traits, which he calls masterminding, aka teamwork. And the way he explains teamwork is the cooperation and the coordination of effort to achieve a common goal. Teamwork is sharing the best part of what you have, the good part, with the other to make whatever you guys are trying to do a lot better. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about teamwork, definitely teamwork in a marriage, pretty much. So do you guys look at yourself like a team? Do you guys see that you guys are truly a team?
I do. Yeah, I think we're a team. We always bounce stuff off each other. And if I don't like it, I'll override people. But
Good thing about the woman's side of the teamwork is they allow the man to think it was all his idea.
No, it's really good because they talk about with teamwork, you always do have a leader of the team. So somebody has to lead at some point. So who do you guys feel is the ultimate leader of the team?
We are a modern traditional family, so although I push back on a lot of things, Don is the head of the household.
Understandable. You feel the same way, Dad?
yep.
Short and simple.
So do you ever feel that, I'm sure there's probably times though, Vanjie, you have to be the lead because it's probably something that you're, whatever task is at hand, you probably have more knowledge into it or you're actually more in depth. So do you ever feel that you are the leader at times as well?
In the beginning of our marriage, it was probably a tug of war, but as we've grown, like you said, there are frequent situations where Don will hand over the reins to me and say, "You go for it. Yeah, can you handle this?"
Right.
But you guys know how she is, especially with, let's say, finance. That's her niche.
That's her strong point.
Yeah, exactly. So something like that, I'm like, okay, what we can't afford? What can we can't do? What vacation or whatever, you call that shot. I don't know.
Right.
So, and I know she's real sturdy with it, but I see the progress from that.
The fruits of the labor from it.
Fruits of the labor from it, yeah. So
No, that's good.
And I definitely see the lead aspect with making sure things are done in the house or we're keeping things up and orderly and organized and everything because I'm oblivious and to a lot of things where he takes control of that area. He sees every little thing and says, "Hey, we got to do something about this or go forward."
Right.
With it.
Right. Because you guys both bring your own different strengths to the table. Like Dad, I know you're probably a little more OCD, cleaning wise. I know you make sure a lot of stuff is neat all the time. But then at the same time, Vanjie, you're very, very knowledgeable. Like, sometimes we can call you Google because you know everything almost,
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I used to love calling Vanjie just for that aspect of, Dad, I love you. I want to talk to you, but I ain't talking to Vanjie right now because I know she got the knowledge that I need right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, one time when I was at work, this guy was like, the definition of this word, I don't know what it was. It was like 15 years ago. It was about 15 years ago. And
You actually woke me up.
yeah, I called her and woke her up. And I was like, what does this mean? And she read it like she was reading a dictionary.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah. And I said, I'm sorry to wake you up, but boom, boom, boom. And she told me what the definition was, and dude was like, "She said it like that." Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it was just like it was right out of a dictionary.
Right, and then went right back to sleep.
Yeah.
Always loved hearing the definition come from mom's mouth, and it hurt the day she told me, grab the dictionary.
Yeah, no, I fully feel. So, you know, besides your strengths, then how do you guys help each other's weaknesses? Like, do you guys know where you guys each are weak at and where you got to take over at?
Yeah, I think we just fall in place for those things. You know, where I'm weak, he's strong. Where he's weak, I'm strong. And we just know there's a lot of times where we're on the same wavelength. We'll both say something and one of us will say it a split second before the other one was about to say it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, that happens quite a bit.
Right. I mean, but that's that synergy that you guys have because you guys been together for so long. You have been almost shaping the same wavelength from time to time. So it's kind of like you guys just make that natural bond for sure.
Yeah, after 20 plus years, I think you build that if you wanted to build that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think we got to that point.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess that you actually led me to my next question then. So like, what were the struggles that you guys had building your team together? You know, because I know you guys are two individuals coming to make a team. So it's like, what big struggles did you guys really like butt heads with?
You want to bring that up?
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's how transparent we're going to be. We can.
I would say I would say that both of us have a strong personality, and we found it difficult to give in the beginning. So, of course, Don has a more strong personality than I do, much more forceful, and a lot of times it would override me, and then that would cause a little bit of a struggle.
Right. A spark, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Like a wedge between.
Yeah. But as we went through it, I guess I don't know when it changed, but there was a time. It's not that we don't agree, that we don't disagree on things and everything, but we found a way to disagree and let it go.
Understandable.
Yeah, a lot of times back in the days, I used to hold on to stuff until I got upset, and then I would unleash. And I think that was the wrong way to do it. I probably should. Well, I learned to try to say something up front now,
Right.
and not with that aggression, and just let you know. And dude, I'm just here to tell you.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's what I see. So
Right.
yeah.
No, that's good. So you learned what you were doing wrong and you started to fix it. So I guess that leads me to when you started to change that a little bit, did you notice that Vanjie started to change how she came at you? When you started changing how you started coming at her?
Somewhat, yeah. It probably took a little because she probably wasn't used to me doing that. But then after a while, she was like, okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's probably still a little slight feedback, but it's, you know, okay. And we, like she said, we learn how to get past that.
Right.
Yeah, don't let it tear us up or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was gonna say, like, what were those, I guess if you could say the key methods in terms of agreeing to disagree, if I'm understanding that right, in a sense. Like,
We haven't mastered that one yet. We just learned to let it go.
We still swimming. Yeah, we still swimming. We still swimming. That's why we're here. We still swimming.
But I mean, for where you're at right now in that swimming race in terms of agreeing to disagree, like, what would you say some of those key points are in terms of getting to that point?
I would say that as we're still learning on it, it's difficult sometimes when you want to get your point across, and then you're constantly thinking in your head how you want to get your point across, and one doesn't listen to the other when the other one's talking because you're still focused on what you're trying to say. So that is still a journey for the both of us, is to stop and actually listen to the other one, and you know, hear what the other person's actually saying to each other.
Right.
More of her listening than me.
Oh, really?
No, it makes sense because, you know, a lot of times people have trouble with hearing the full message. Like they hear something, and then once you hear that one word, you stop listening because you already got your rebuttal in mind. So like you have to get to the point of, okay, let me listen fully to actually hear what she's trying to communicate, or he or she's trying to communicate to me before I react.
You really have to kind of take that step back to acknowledge the perspective of where those words are coming from sometimes. Like, yeah, sometimes you kind of have to take for face value what is being said, but also trying to understand where they're coming from and to get the full, complete picture.
Yeah, there was a point where we did do counseling, and one of the things that they mentioned about was saying, you know, don't say always. You always do this, or don't say this, or this is what you meant. Well, you don't know what I meant. Right. Only I know what I meant, and I'm trying to, and learning how to get across. This is what I meant by what I'm saying, instead of allowing someone to flounder on what their interpretation of what you meant. Right. Because it's the person who's speaking is the responsibility to get the point across.
Right. Yes. Report. Shout out.
Yes. So, all right. So yeah, let's go to another topic. Then I want to talk about outside influences. So, like you said, you guys have been married for a long time, and I just wonder, how does that affect your friends on the outside? Like, have you guys had to, for example, drop friends because, you know, maybe they weren't supportive of your marriage or what team you're building as you felt they should be, or maybe they're like bad influence on you, and you was like, yo, I can't hang out with this guy no more because he's gonna mess up my ultimate goal on this side?
I don't think so. Not on either one of our ends. We still have the same friends as before we met. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I would say that the one struggle we've never had was with our friendships and things like that, because we've never been that couple where we've got to be together 24/7. So if there were situations to where there weren't friends that didn't mesh with us as a couple, hey, you're going such and such, well, you know what, that's not my thing. Go ahead, I'll see you when you get home, kind of thing. So we've always had that. We've never had to have that problem where someone's influence on us. In fact, I would say that mostly how we interact with each other is a positive influence on other people. Right. You know, I'll hear other wives or girlfriends say, Don goes home and does this, and Don does this and does that and everything. And it's because we don't put that pressure on each other.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I like that. So it's like you guys treat each other as individuals still. Like you guys still realize that, you know, we are a team, but you still got your own life, and I can't breathing down your throat. I gotta let you breathe, still get some air.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Like how, you got something down?
No more questions?
No, of course I got to. Okay, so let's just go back to, like you said, you guys are treating each other like individuals. What do you guys do individually to make the team better? Like, what do you have to do on your own, on your side, to make the relationship stronger?
I can tell you when I noticed a change in how things, it could have been just my perception, or it could have been, you know, things actually changed because the pressure wasn't there on Don. In the early part of our marriage, you know, it was like my expectation of the marriage was that, you know, Don was supposed to be everything to make me happy. Right. And then at the point that I realized that you can't depend on someone else to make you happy, you have to set your goals and standards for yourself, and then other people respond to that, and they're either good for you or they're bad for you. And once I realized that I had to get myself together, it was amazing transition on how Don treated me. Right. And I never had to say a single word. It was just, you know, how I feel about myself and what is it that I need from myself. And once I got that together, things started switching. And then Don started giving me the things that I needed emotionally.
Right. That's good.
That's real time. I feel that. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I don't know what to say on that one, but yeah, she's right.
Look, make sure you keep that. He said I'm right.
No, yeah. It's recorded. Yeah, it's recorded.
It's right there.
Right now. It's right now. So, like, have you noticed that, like you said, you went on the journey of, you know, learning to really love yourself. How did you notice that translating outside of your marriage then? Like, for example, in your work environment or in, you know, with your actual friendships and stuff? Because it makes your marriage better, so I'm sure it had to make other aspects of life better as well, right?
Okay, well, here's the ding on me. My work life and my outside life was always a focus of mine, and I had to learn to pull back from that to devote in my home. So
Explain that.
It was work. I was like, you know, the focal point of work and the focal point of doing things outside.
Oh yeah.
That was
an issue.
I had to learn that the house, my home, was more important than my name, my reputation, how well I did things
Your
out
social
there,
life.
you know, all of that. I had to find that time here.
Right.
Yeah. And on my part, I hate to say I don't care about a lot of things. A lot of my partners, man, you don't care about nothing. I'm like, I just do me.
No, they call us nonchalant.
Nonchalant like that. Yeah. Someone, I remember one of the coach's mom, one of your teammates' mom said, "You just like your son." Talking about Adrian and stuff. Like, yeah, y'all just nonchalant. Whatever. I'm just do me.
Right.
But you know, I mean, if I don't feel like going anywhere, I'm not gonna go anywhere. I don't worry about people. Don, you ain't came hang out in a while, dude.
Right.
I'm chilling at home. I'm happy chilling at my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should have got a BMW or Benz. No, I want to get me an Audi. You know what I mean? Why you get that big truck? Because I wanted a truck.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not letting other people influence me. I do what I want to do. Because this is my money.
Right.
For what I work for. So I'm going to get what I want.
This is your life.
Yeah.
My life.
No, that's truly, look, Tupac, only God can judge me. You know what I'm saying? So what you guys think about me, whatever, I'm not worried about that because I'm doing what I need to do. You know what? I'm doing pretty damn good. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
And I know, like a lot of times, like when she said back then, she's more social than I am. I didn't like to go out. I didn't like to have to meet new friends or somebody else's husband and stuff like that. I want to do, if I ain't feel like going anywhere, I'm going to sit right here and chill. Or I'm going to go hang out with my partners. You go do your thing.
Right.
And I think she met me halfway on that. She was like, okay, we both can sit here and chill. You know what I mean? Right. And we started finding things we like to do together. We'd like to go try
different foods.
Yeah, we're, now I ain't going to say we like, we're foodies, right?
Yeah.
Right, but we're kind of on the low expensive sometimes. So
like
till Valentine's Day tick me off, but that's another story. But yeah, we just found things we like to do. We'll sit here and watch our shows, we'll go watch our movies, go whatever we're gonna do. So
Okay.
I will say that in the early part of our marriage where it wasn't quite cohesive, we weren't quite cohesive with each other. You know, another couple or something when we went out to dinner or went to someplace, it was like that happy break that, you know, we didn't just have to focus on ourselves. When we found that unity, it's just like, you know, hey, you want to invite such and such? No, let's just do us.
Yeah,
and, you know, we would go place and it's all about, you know, just the two of us. It didn't even dawn on us to really invite anybody for, you know, couples for Valentine's Day. We just went out and did our own thing, you know.
Like on our anniversary, we went to Universal Studios. We just drove up to Universal Studios, hung out for 2 days, drove to Newport Beach, hung out for, you know, a day and came home.
Right.
And, you know, it wasn't really expensive. It wasn't nothing crazy until I found out she bought me 49 tickets for her anniversary. But
it was just a quality time together.
Yeah, it was just time. When we enjoyed our time together, chilling in the hotel room, whatever, man. Going to a restaurant, have a drink at the bar, whatever. It was cool.
And I even like, well, me being home majority of the time, except for that little time up in Reno, like I started to notice that shift within your guys' relationship too, and that kind of that kind of made me a little bit happy and more comfortable to be at home too, because it was just like, wow, they're really enjoying themselves, they're growing. I see the growth from what was going on back in childhood, so it's like it's just like a breath of fresh air just coming home, seeing you home chilling, happy, and then mom comes home, oh, finally see her, and then y'all just chilling, watching TV, enjoying yourselves. You sometimes mom be playing the game sometimes, and you're just watching TV, but y'all chilling.
Well, I mean, she could be upstairs. I'm downstairs doing her own thing, but it's not like it's like we're upset at each other or, you know, I mean, it's just, we're just chilling.
And I truly agree with that. That makes 100% sense because, like you said, y'all energy did grow big time, big time. That's one reason I wanted to have you on here because I was like, I want to see the transformation. Like, how did the transformation happen? Because I remember you guys be butting heads and late nights, loud noises, and then stuff like that. And then as you know. Shoot, y'all walk in the house. Did I give you a kiss? Let me give you a kiss again. Just like, what? When they start being sweet to each other like this, So it's lovely. I love to see it. So since we're talking about kids and adults, let's go into one of my deepest questions. You want to ask it?
Sure. This one, right?
Yeah.
So wife then child. Do you agree with this? What was your viewpoint on this? Because I know in the Bible it says. It's God, and then it's the man, and then it's the wife, and then it's the children. Did you guys automatically kind of follow that, or did you?
Oh gosh, no. I think in the beginning it was probably God, the children, the dog, then me.
You don't want to get a dog.
That was a rough one, especially with the fact that we had a blended family,
Right.
And it was it was difficult to deal with not being beyond God, not being the first in his life.
Right.
So that was really rough, and it was whenever you guys as the kids got in trouble for something, Don was automatically you guys' advocate.
Right.
And it was it was like an override. And that we bumped heads big time on that. And then I guess as we started growing together, I think we haven't actually talked about it, but I think it did shift.
I noticed it when I was in high school more so. 'Cause, I remember the disciplinary actions when my brothers would mess up or something like that. And then when I was in high school, I remember, Dad was becoming more and more prominent and dealing with me and when I was messing up in school. So, I kind of see that shift and agree with you as well.
Yeah. No, I agree with the shift as well because I remember definitely when you were younger, I know there's be times where Dad would be like, yo, I need you to stay home tonight, because I'm going out with Vanjie and we gotta have us a night out, and I'm like, bet, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times it wasn't really like that. It was more of you gonna be in the house? All right, then we can go out kind of feel. But it was now it's more of a demand of, yo, I need you to be here because I got something to do with my wife. And I felt that, I felt that a lot of times, or I think it was one game, y'all didn't go to the game, but I went to support Donovan because y'all had something to go do. So
anniversary or something?
Yeah, it was like an anniversary or something. So I went to the game and actually watched you play.
Was that wrestling or football?
I want to say
it was football for sure.
Yeah, I want to say it was football. Yeah, because I was out here during school at that time. Or I was on break and then went out there and covered for you guys because y'all had to do something. But no, I like it. I seen the growth for sure. We all seen it. We all seen the growth. Yeah, so I'm loving it to the fullest. So cool. So let's start running to our end game a little bit.
Yeah, you know what? I was just thinking. I know you called your brother Doug earlier. It would have been cool if he could have been here because I know he would have had a lot of input on this also.
Yeah. Nah, for real. I wanted Tierra to be here too.
Yeah.
But we'll do a family gathering episode for sure.
Yeah, that'd be tight. That would
be tight. That would be tight.
No. It's gonna be roast time.
And if I hear a story about Tierra running to the wall, I'm done.
That's gonna be 5 minutes in there.
So we gotta find something different. But it's gonna be good. So, as a couple, are you guys still? Do you guys set goals together? Do you guys have certain goals you guys set, such as, not other than financial, other than we're taking this vacation, something more of, okay, we're going on this diet together, and this is our goal to get this diet, or we want to earn something, so we have to sacrifice this for the next 3 months to get to where we want to be.
I mean, if you're saying earn something, I think that's more on a financial level, right? Just budgeting your finances to get what you want. And then, like I said, that's her field. And she's superb at it. It's kind of scary how good she is. Ready to get something, she's like, okay, we're going to budget for it. But and she meets that or exceeds that budget.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is crazy, man. We should have been doing this when it was in the other house. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Right now, I mean, there's those minor goals, those small goals, like right now, working on replacing the entire floor and budgeting for that. But as far as the goals go, the focus now at our age is to make sure that when we're done working, that we maintain a lifestyle that we are wanting to live.
Right.
And, you know, are we at that goal for retirement money, you know, for, you know, remaining debt free on things, making sure that anything we owe on is paid off. And, you know, right now we're financially stable with, you know, other than cars and home. And as soon as I can, those cars will be gone. And the only thing we'll have is a house payment, and then we'll be hitting that. So that's our goal, is to when we stop working, we still can maintain a lifestyle that we're accustomed to.
And that's I want you guys to try to go for that same thing while you're young right now. Start focusing on finance and retirement.
Right.
And putting your budget together, so when you get to this age, it's not too big of a deal of, you know, how you gonna be living after 55, 60 or whatever. You don't have to work till you're 60 or 70.
Right.
Yeah, so get that in place now. Whatever your jobs have, your 401k, if you have to grab something on the side and do some kind of investments or whatever, what is it called, IRAs or whatever, is all that stuff.
Right.
Start trying to get to that point.
I'm just starting to get that first taste of like the budgeting and setting things aside. Like, you know, I just reached a certain dollar amount in my bank account for savings, and that makes me feel great, because it's like, okay, if I can do that, then I can do more.
Yeah.
And then start investing more. I just set up my 401k, set up a couple other things so that when I get later in life, I'm chilling. Yeah.
That's it.
And
That's what I'm saying.
no debt. Like,
Are we transitioning to another topic?
No, not yet.
Well, that's for another day, and that's when you can invite her on it.
Yeah,
Just by herself or whatever.
Yeah, but it's good though. Like you say, you set the goal, and then, you know, Vanjie sets the parameters, and then because you're a team, like, okay, let me follow these parameters then, because I don't want to break our goal. You know, it's a team goal. If I fail the goal, I fail the team. So let me keep team code on. That's good.
Well, like you said, in health also, you know, whatever it might be, that's you want to set a goal and try to achieve it.
Right, because you changing up your meal now, Vanjie, or like not eat meats or whatever.
Well, let's see. I was on that for a little while, and then I went out of town, and then I kind of fell off the wagon. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to, you know, not eating meat for a while, and you know, I'm supporting a friend of mine, and I thought that it would be good for health reasons as well.
For me, that'll never happen. I'm gonna eat meat, but I'm gonna control my intake.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
I mean, everything in moderation.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yes. No, don't indulge on it.
But as far as teamwork goes, just in what you just sprung up, although Don may be eating meat and I wasn't, we worked together on our meal planning, and we would work together for both of us being able to eat together, and with just a slight variation, so that we can both eat almost the same thing without having two separate meals and everything. And we were both on board for whichever idea of eating
you going
that
whichever
we
way
want to
y'all
go
think
with.
for that.
Yeah.
That's good. So you guys are keeping each other in consideration for sure to make sure you reach the goal, but at the same time everybody wins to compromise. You know, that's good. That's real good. So leading toward the end game, what have you guys noticed your example rubbing off on people? Like, have you noticed your other friends probably following your guys' example? You're like, you know what, Don, that's a good idea. I'm gonna try that with my wife and see what happens.
I mean, you know, all individuals are different. They do their finances, they do their lifestyles different. You try. You like you do. I can give you guys advice. It's up to you to follow it, or you're gonna do what you think is best for you.
Right.
Until you fail at it, and then hopefully you try something different.
Right.
So, if someone asks me for advice, I'll tell them how we handle our stuff, and they'll, you know, see if they try it. It might work for them. I don't know if they'll share it with me, or they probably forget and just, okay, you know, it's cool, I'm good. But
Right.
I don't know. We try.
I've had people ask questions and about what's going on with us, especially those who've been there through the transition. And, you know, I'm usually pretty honest about it. And again, like Don says, I may not know what they did with the information.
Right.
But I have been asked about, you know, how did you guys get to this point, and you know, what did you do when this? Have you ever had to deal with this, and what did you do, kind of thing. But I usually don't know what they did with the information.
Okay, but you do see that people notice the change as well, and you come to you guys like, yo, you're doing something right, so let me try to just find something a little bit to take from you so I can try to apply it if they do apply it.
Right.
One of my buddies seen that way he was having an issue with his wife at the time, and he pulled me outside. He's like, man, what y'all doing? You know, I said, you know, we went to counseling and just tried to work on it. You know, it didn't work for him, but you know, I just gave him my point of view, what I was trying to do.
Right.
You know, whatever he did to follow that, or he just said, forget it, I'm not trying that. A lot of men don't like, you know, they're too manly to go to counseling.
Right.
But, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do if you want that to work.
Right.
So.
And I was just about to say that it all goes right back to what you said at the very beginning. If you don't want it to work, then it won't work. But if you want it to work and you're willing to try and put in the effort, it's going to work.
So at least you try.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Right.
I have to get used to doing what you don't want to do, or else just give up on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So what did it say? Change what you can't accept, and then accept what you can't change.
Facts.
So yeah, fully understood. So as you know, you're on the Just Keep Swimming podcast. So where are you guys still swimming to? What are you guys still working on as a couple? What are you guys still trying to build together that you be like, okay, I want to work on this a little more, such as communication or opening up more, whatever it is that you want to share?
I think we're definitely still on the keep swimming journey for communication. I mean, it's hard to say communication because, like I said, we're on the same wavelength a lot. We think the same things at the same time and things like that. But when it comes to having to speak our differences, that is kind of an issue where we're not getting our thoughts across to each other properly.
Okay,
I agree with that.
So like the quality of the communication in a sense. Okay.
Or like you said, just saying what you feel like you gotta say, and trying to get over that idea that, oh, I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings if I say this.
You know, sometimes it's not even about hurting someone's feelings. It's part about wanting to speak what you have to say and realizing that what I say or what he says doesn't mean that I'm wrong or he's wrong, and learning to accept that sometimes the both of them can be, you gotta agree to disagree, and it's not always a right or wrong. It's just an is.
Right. Okay. Understandable. I like it. So you guys dropped some good knowledge. I really appreciate it. I was wondering, do you have like a quote or anything that you want to leave us with? You know, something that maybe, you know, what quote maybe turned your marriage around? Like, what is something you heard that made you think a little bit different about something?
What'd you say?
Like, is there a quote or something that resonated with us to make, you know, a difference in our marriage, basically? You know, is there something that, you know, if we were to think about how things change for us, what comes to mind?
It doesn't even have to be like something somebody else said.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a true quote. Just some thoughts that you had that you just like been running with it. Like Vanjie said earlier, you can't make her happy. She can only make herself happy. You know, so I didn't know if you had something at all.
I can't think of one. I don't know me, man.
All right. I got one for you, Dad. I got one for you.
What you got?
So pretty much going based off of everything she said, like you said, you're not worried about others. You gotta do what you have to do to make sure your relationship's happy. And I think the main mindset is, ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Just knock it out. You know, so it's kind of like it's deep, right? You always said that. And ain't nobody gonna fix your relationship for you. You had to put in the work yourself. Go to the counseling yourself. Start opening up more yourself. Start reacting different, talking differently yourself to make it a better relationship. And look where you guys are now.
Yeah.
You know, we could be.
That's good.
Word.
Nobody gonna knock it out for you. Do it yourself. I like that.
Cool. We gonna write that down. That is your quote.
Yeah, I came full circle.
Full circle, right? Yeah, I love it. Well, family, I just want to say I appreciate you guys for doing this with us today. I really, really appreciate it. y'all had more fun than you guys thought you was had. You know,
Oh,
the
yeah.
nervousness went off. You know,
Oh
I'm sure
yeah,
you probably.
I was scared.
I saw it. But no, I'm not no marriage counselor. I'm just a little interviewer out here trying to chase a dream. That's all I'm out here doing.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, man. I enjoyed it. I like what y'all doing and keep pushing forward with this.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? It's where it go for you.
Yes. Hopefully this be buying your Corvette.
Yeah, well, you know, I wanted a Porsche. Well, I'll probably change to a Corvette. That ain't bad.
¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both?
Right.
No, I ain't that greedy. I just
You have a
need
Sunday
one.
car and a Saturday car. Nothing wrong with that at all. But yes, I just want to say I appreciate you guys for coming on with us today. Love y'all. We're going
Love
to
you
keep
too,
swimming
man.
together. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep getting better. You already know. Donovan, bro, you already know I appreciate you.
Of
man.
course,
Yes.
dude. Another great episode.
Right.
I'm happy.
And I'm good. Look, I ain't gonna lie, my nerves stopped a while ago, so I feel good. I find relaxed. It took me a while to relax, but I'm relaxed, you know.
Once I broke that smile, I noticed that it just kind of like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I sounded comfortable. I was intimidated. People don't let me fake y'all out. I was intimidated. But I just want to thank everybody out there for listening today. We appreciate you guys. Continue support. Continue subscribe. Oh my gosh. Continue support. Continue subscribe. Share with your family.
Continue to support.
There we
Continue
go.
to subscribe. We got a new website coming out possibly, so you can get along with that email list. So just keep following, just keep swimming, and
Exactly.
we all here with you, bro.
Exactly. Send out your questions to jkspodcast702@gmail.com.
Yup.
We'll take all feedback, all comments, all hate mail, whatever you want to send to me. I'll gladly appreciate it. Yep. And I just want to say, have a great afternoon, have a great day, and a lovely evening. And remember, just keep swimming.
Yes.
Keep swimming.
Swim.
Splish splash.